Good morning. That portion of my day takes me 5 minutes. Sometimes I go to bed wearing whatever I'm going to wear for fasted cardio. Last night I didn't. Whatever. I try to get through the very first part of my day. I try to get through that as quickly as possible because I kennel my dog at night and I don't want to pull her out of her kennel until I get back from the gym. So I just try to do everything quickly, quietly. Get out of there. Well, we've just arrived. I have to admit that I fucking hate the gyms I go to. I live in a very rural area. There's kind of one chain of gyms that's decent. There are no specialized gyms. My gym, the gym that I owned, was the specialized gym in the area. And I have to sit in my car and be resentful for just the briefest of moments before I go in and get to work. I did also realize on my way here that I forgot to turn on my coffee pots. That's just one of those little things like that I do for future Alex, is I turn on the coffee pot. So when I get home, I've just got my fresh hot coffee waiting for me. Like, it'll be fine. A pot of coffee doesn't take long to brew, but it's one of those things that makes me go, meh. You know what I mean? The light in here is atrocious. I never want to do the fasted cardio though, but when it's done, I feel so much better. Good morning. Good morning, baby. Hi. Good morning. Oh yeah, it's time to be awake. It's time to be awake. Yay. You're crooked as hell. Call me disgusting if you want, but I change out of my fasted cardio outfit and into a robe to sit and do a little work while I sip my first cup of coffee of the day, because I would rather use the restroom before I take a shower, but also it's check-in day, so I don't want like lines from tight clothing. So here's meal one. It's mostly protein and fats. Just kidding, I need to feed my dog. Are you ready, girl? Are you ready, girl? Are you hungry, girl? Oh my gosh, go. The very best girl in the world. I'm actually gonna leave this out because she's got a toy that I like to freeze. We're really working on the separation anxiety thing as of late. That's why I keep her kenneled first thing in the morning, because she likes to grab shoes. If I leave my bedroom door open, she really loves putting her face in my bedroom garbage can. The other day I left my bedroom door open and she got my demon fucker book off of my bed. I'm in a book club called Nacho Mama's Book Club. And we read just like, you know, smut, basically. And I'm enjoying it, but now the book is in pieces. I am still on Do Not Disturb by this point in the morning because Mondays are hands down my busiest check-in days. So the notifications are rolling through and sometimes it makes me a little bit stressed because I'm like, I need to respond to that immediately. I have to get back to everyone the second they talk to me. And that simply isn't true. Part of the reason my morning routine is set up this way is because I really need to reprioritize some of the influencing things that I do. I don't know, just after the divorce, I really let social media take a backseat. It was a lot of pressure, a lot of stuff to process and work through, and it was like social media was just a lot of pressure and trying to share what I was going through but in a vague way. And like, I don't know, I don't mind being open and honest on the internet, and in fact I think it's more beneficial, but I do like to, for the most part, have already been through the worst of it and have like a conclusion, a hopeful message, like way that I got through it or fixed my mindset, rather than just being like, here's all my problems. Like, I'm not gonna get messy on the internet. Now I feel like, you know, I'm relatively through things. Life is so fucking good. And now it's time for me to reprioritize. So what I do at this time of day is I'll take a look at my calendar. Today I have a pretty clear calendar, which makes it a good content creation day. Also my heaviest check-in day, so I'll have a lot of work. And then I just take a look at what else is going on through the rest of the week. I have a couple of appointments tomorrow. I'm gonna lift with somebody on Wednesday. I have a lash appointment Thursday. You know, PT client Friday, meetings and such. Sorry if you can hear my animals going absolutely apeshit. Ruby, can we relax? It's too early for this. So yeah, this will be like emails, content creation time. I think I have some footage to consider editing for a reel or a TikTok, perhaps both, on the SD card that we're currently recording on. So that's a cute moment of me. And then I also asked for access to some of the Valentine's Day stuff that we shot with Buff Chick. We being Kenzie and I, because I would love, love, love to post it. It all turned out so, so cute. So maybe I'll get access to some of that stuff. That's kind of how I spend this time. I'll check back in with you when it's time to send check-ins. So I was feeling like a skinny legend, right? And I had a nice low weigh-in, so I thought I would try on my posing suit today. Yeah, no, she's still a little too squishy for the ye old posing suit. So I use my back facing camera, and I have a little thingy that came with a tripod, and I generally take all of my check-ins from this same angle. And now we shall fill out the questionnaire. Oh gosh, I'm looking so jacked. All right. Now, I like to give myself some compliments before I check out my photos. I can tell that, as per usual, my right side, she's not looking phenomenal. I've also started smiling in my check-in photos. And it's really interesting to compare my check-in photos from like a little over a year ago. I also smiled, but it was very much not like a true smile like it is now. It's just very interesting to see the way that my quality of life has drastically improved. A really good check-in. I'm super pleased with it. 19 and a half weeks out or so. Last time I checked in, I was 155.9. So if I'm 154.5, that's minus 1.4 pounds. Yeah, okay, submit. Don't overthink it, just submit. Now, oh my gosh, here I am again with my privileged, wow, look at that leg, my privileged ass problems. I get so much activewear because it's like part of my job to advertise and try on activewear, and sometimes I just get decision fatigue about what to wear. Again, very, very aware that this is a privilege problem. Sometimes I like to think about what I'm training for the day. So today I'm training back. I do have, gosh, I don't know if these are gonna make it. I have these leggings, which of course are Paragon. They're a really pretty light blue. But the problem with light blue is that, or any light color, like the ones that I wore this morning, is that they are going to show cellulite. They're going to show any kind of situation. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Hi, doggy. Okay, I'm going to wear these for now. They may not make it all the way to the gym with me just because, I don't know, sometimes I just get really self-conscious about having anatomy. Why can't I just be a Barbie? Hi, doggy. Hi, doggy. What are you doing, doggy? What the dog doing? What the dog doing? This is a Flag Nor Fail top. How I would love for Flag Nor Fail to notice me and give me a code. This is the look for today. Maybe. We'll reassess. But I think it's a good back day top. I don't know, I'm feeling like a skinny legend, but I am ready for breakfast. I'm very hungry. Very hungry. Okay, first order of business before I even get started on cooking actual food is to prepare my morning supplement stack. This is L-glutamine. Do you need to have L-glutamine on a fasted tummy? Probably not. I did a full-on gut protocol with my coach. Like, he had me take GI mapping, which if you don't know what it is, they send you like, it's literally a French fry container. You have to like evacuate your bowels into it. They send it off, and then you get a report. It has information about what kind of bacteria is in your gut, what kind of overgrowth, what kind of undergrowth, any kind of other infections. This is, however, an everything supplement. Got my buff chick greens. Even my mom takes buff chick greens. Anyway, so I did the GI mapping and like went on a pretty severe gut protocol for 6 weeks. I just treated it like a prep, 0 deviations, whatever. And since then, I am so aware of how sensitive my digestion truly is. I had like sneaking suspicions about things. Like in my 2021 prep, I cut out all artificial sweeteners maybe like 6 weeks out, 8 weeks out, because I just had a feeling they were causing me some bloat. But now since this gut protocol, like I have a Diet Coke, I'm bloated. Too much gluten, bloated. A couple of years ago, I would not have been able to be this disciplined with avoiding things like gluten and artificial sweeteners and whatever, and it maybe wasn't necessary at that point in time, but I really did have like SIBO and a couple of other things going on. And so, you know, over the years, your discipline grows, because discipline is like a muscle. The more repetitions that it gets, the stronger it gets. Also, like a muscle, she needs rest in order to grow and develop. So over the years, with repetition and rest, my self-discipline has improved to the point where it's not a big deal for me to avoid these things or to generally not have a diet soda. Early on, diet soda absolutely helps me be more diet compliant, more compliant to the diet that was recommended to me. Buff chick greens are just so tasty. Oh, this bougie ass pan, you guys. When everybody moved out, I sent a bunch of like the stuff with them because there were kids involved, and so I didn't have an air fryer, I didn't have a pan, like just all kinds of stuff. But I knew that if I bought a nice pan, I could keep it nice. So this is the Our Place pan. Obviously not sponsored, not affiliated, anything like that. I genuinely do love it. I saw mixed reviews online about it, but I've been following the care instructions to a T. Ruby, place. I've been following the care instructions on this frickin' pan to a T though, and it's been great. I use it multiple times a day, and it's excellent. I've also been dealing with the egg aches. Sometimes the texture just fucking gets me. So that's where I've been at with eggs. So I'm supplementing my scramble with turkey bacon. Me totally unable to even open a carton of eggs. What am I so big and strong for if I can't even open my egg whites? So 3/4 cup and 2 slices turkey bacon. And then I have enough room for a buff coffee later. My boyfriend's actually the one that, he prefers his eggs cooked from a cold pan. And I found that the texture is so much better. Like, is the texture great? No. They're still eggs, but it is improved. So while those get started, then I make my oat bran. I really can't stand the texture of hot oats. It makes me want to gag and die and kill myself. Plus, oat bran has more fiber. Just cover her with a little bit of water and then into the microwave for 1 minute. Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger? Oh, that's perfect. Look, sort of cakey. I bell trained her, so when she has to go outside, she just rings her little bell and out she goes. And away she goes. Sometimes I'll add nut butter to my oat bran, but oh, that actually might be a little too cakey. But today, I think I'm going to have some fattier meat later because Just Meats sent me a package and it's really good. Also, I found this at Costco. Again, I generally will use stevia derived things, but just a little bit of this. Buttery cinnamon roll from Flavor God. Stir that in there, delightful. Chef Alex. Okay, these are some big ass honkin' raspberries. I got them at Costco. They're gonna go bad if I don't use them up soon, so we'll just use all of these. I'm gonna do 60 total grams of berries. Again, in prep. Usually I would do a full serving, but there we go. Got some berries. I always laugh when people ask me what like diet hacks I use or whatever, because again, I don't try to hack my hunger signals or my diet or anything like that, but one of the things I will do is use progressively smaller dishware. I'll use smaller silverware, like the deeper I get in prep. But see, look how much bigger these eggs look on this like side salad plate than they would on a full-size plate. It looks like a full serving of eggs. This is my breakfast. We've got carbohydrates, got some little micronutrients with the berries. We've got a ton of fiber, which is great. And then our protein with the turkey bacon, the egg whites, a little bit of reduced sugar ketchup. Realized that at some point I should probably consider drinking some water, but cannot get water out of the refrigerator without paying the ice tax. Okay, we're ready for the day now. You know, I'm looking in the viewfinder and my face looks good, but I'm trying a new foundation today and I just really didn't like the way it was looking up close, and I thought I looked really pale, but like on cam, it looks like a really good match. Ooh, that was so close. Time for a buff coffee, and then time to get to work on some check-ins, answering emails, stuff like that. Like really time to get the day rolling. It is, again, recognizing that this is like so much privilege. It is 9:30. Usually I'm like working by 9 a.m. so a little bit behind today, but that's okay. This is the way that to try to make myself feel a little bit better, is that if I was in an office like a 9 to 5, I'd be working from 9 to 5. So I sort of try to get into my office and start working by 9. Because the reality is that just the nature of my work is that I don't really have an off time. I'm just kind of like always available and really bad about upholding boundaries. Like I tell my clients like, hey, 24-hour response time, get your check-in to me by noon in order to ensure a same day response. And then I actually just don't do a very good job of putting my phone down. I'm responding to comments and stuff. Like, again, recognizing that that's very privileged. However, it does take time and energy and thought and all of that stuff to be constantly communicating all day long. Buff coffee flavor of the day, vanilla latte. I wanted to talk about Ice Cat because here's the thing about her, is that she is the perfect canvas for you to be a barista, to have a little barista moment. Those like skinny syrups from TJ Maxx, Marshalls, etc. Perfect on top of those. If you wanted to add something like, I was thinking earlier, oatmeal cookie just relaunched, it restocked. They launched it like 2 years ago, whatever, and I really love her like in oatmeal, in things. I don't like to just like drink it plain, but I realized that like the cinnamon and the molasses in the oatmeal cookie would be really good with iced cap. Like it would make a really good latte moment. I am a beverage girly at heart, so this is my second water thing and my buff coffee. I definitely have a full-size, whoa, that's bright. I definitely have a full-size tripod I could be using. I could make like a cute aesthetic little moment, but instead here we are. I like to open up the windows, get my beverages. I still need to grab my laptop, but look, now my swords are hanging up in here along with all my other trophies. Now it's time to get my little watch on my ankle because I love having a walking pad, but it won't catch my steps if my hands are resting up here. It's a tippity-tap type. Ruby drags her little bed over next to it, so she's my, again, I just think I need to fire this administrative assistant. She just isn't that productive. I just don't know if it's gonna work out. Let's get down to business. Wow, I really love how unaesthetic my whole entire life is. It's so awesome. So basically it is now 2 p.m. Obviously the morning routine has come to a conclusion. Mostly I've spent the morning working and getting my steps in. I had a posing session with somebody, which was super fun. I love doing posing sessions. If you would like help with your figure WPD posing, you can hire me on my website. And now I am packing up my stuff to go to the gym because I just need a brain break. I have more work to do, but I just Need a little chill pill. La, la, la. Now it's time to go to the gym, get out some frustration, give my brain a break. Gonna come back, finish some more work. But there is a look into my very, very privileged morning routine. I don't care what anybody says, having time is a privilege. All right, till the next one, bye.